Hi and hello, I am ATHEENAPANDIAN here. In this video, I am going to say some of the two important required point for more number of freshers in biomedical engineering. The 2 point I choose here today is actually biomedical engineering hospital job for freshers is okay or not. First question. Second question, I am going to give the answer for biomedical engineering students are going to hospital training, whether it is good or not. So this is the two important questions today I have, and I'm going to give some of the clear explanation about whether it is required or not also in this video. Okay, so my first question is, biomedical engineering completed students immediately they are going for the hospital, they are searching for the hospitals, is good or not. That is what. Okay, in my point of view, in my experience, I said please don't go the hospital job straight away. Take an experience of minimum of 5 years to 7 years from the industries, and then search to go to the hospital job. This is what my point is. What is the reason I am saying this is, see, once you are entering into the hospital straight away as a fresher, the senior biomedical engineers and the head of the departments, all the peoples, they just look out you for the documentation work. To be frank, I am saying, they are not allow you to touch the equipment, they are not allow you to straight away start learning the equipment, because they are having a scared about you, because you don't have any experience of handling the equipment. So because of that particular reason, they are giving a time for you to learn about the equipment minimum of 1 year or 2 years. So it takes lot of amount of time requires to become a perfect hospital biomedical engineer. At the same time, if the salary is concerned, in the super multi-speciality hospitals also you are working there, the minimum pay to maximum pay is around 12,000 per month is minimum pay in Indian multi-speciality hospital, and maximum of after 2 years also you are getting a pay in and around 20,000 per month. This is what approximately averagely it has happened in all the multi-speciality hospitals. So in the knowledge wise also you are not supposed to get much amount of details, and the salary wise also you are not getting satisfied about it. So that is the reason why, in my experience, through the many number of candidates, they are giving a feedback that don't search for the hospital straight away, because most of the girls, most of the female biomedical completed engineers, they are searching for the hospital jobs. So for all of them, I am giving an advice that go and work in some of the industry, get an experience, and then you move into the hospital. That is the best way. And at the same time, if you are there in the hospital for 1 year or 2 years, it is much more difficult to shift your job into the industries. From the industries to the hospitals is very easy, but from the hospitals to the industry is a little bit a tougher one. So this is what my first question answer is. Biomedical freshers, the hospital job is not suits for the beginning. After 2 years of experience or 5 to 7 years of experience, it's more comfortable for you to come and sit in the hospital. My second question is, hospital training. Most of the universities, they suggested that go to the hospital training. Continuously they are suggesting the students to go into the hospital training yearly wise. In some of the universities, in some of the institutions, they ask the students, or they force the students to go to the hospital training every semester. So one thing I would like to say is, hospital training is required. That I accepted. Hospital training is required. When it is required, in the second year, end semester, that is end of the second year, or in the fifth semester, the hospital training is required. One time you must be go for hospital training for 5 days or 10 days. That is more enough. No need to go for the hospital training continuously. The reason behind is, even though you are completing the biomedical engineering, the candidates over there in the hospitals are not allowed you to touch the equipment. But once you are going as a student to the hospital, they thought that you are coming for the training. So they are not allow you to touch the equipment to learn about all these things. So that is the reason why I am saying that one-time hospital training is more comfortable for biomedical engineers. Then you have a question. Then where I need to get an internship? Where I need to get an implant training? Go into the companies. Get into the companies. Get into the industries. Nowadays, most of the manufacturing industries, they are providing internships, implant trainings and all. So once you get into it, then they will explain you about the clear troubleshooting knowledge, clear calibrating techniques, all these things they will explain. But the people there in the hospitals, they are having a minimum knowledge about the equipment. But you are into the industries, they are having much amount of knowledge to explain it. And at the same time, you can get much amount of details also. Because the students' hospital training is a connections of knowledge basis. It is very minimum. Students go to the internship into the industry, knowledge wise, it is maximum level you can able to fit. So this is what I need to say. Okay. So my second question answer is, hospital training is good or not? One-time hospital training. You just to go and see the hospital departments, and you must to take a notes of which are all the departments are very rushed actually, which are all the departments having a much amount of crowd as the patients, and which is demand and which is not demand, how many biomedical engineers are come and visit, and what is the relationship between the biomedical engineers and the doctors. All these kind of the things you can able to know very clearly, but through the equipment knowledge you can't able to get through the hospital training alone. So this is what my two questions answers. So I hope so this particular video will give some of the small instruction about, especially for the pursuing biomedical engineers. Thank you very much.